stop being nosy. There is nothing in this world God owes me. Only God can judge me, but God would never judge me. God loves me. Never second the infinite.
Every second, every minute. Yo, y'all need to check out Chris Lee's new song. North Carolina going hard out here. Well, I gotta get my shit in here. Yo, what's good, Sasha? What's good, homie? You out here still making the music? I hope so. Oh shit, forgot the tripod. You gotta get the tripe. Hit him with the tripe going. Kick. Neighbors pulling up. We got the fucking operation here. Ain't trying to lose the fucking. What's happening? Dumb batteries is out here. Trying to get over these motherfuckers. I might have to check this after. But fuck it. We'll see what we got here. Oh, we already disconnected. Cool. Get this shit off of here. We on the live, yo. The juice. We powering it up. The juice. This thing got some 2 USB outputs and then one fucking regular output for like lights, 12 volt, whatever, some other shit. I'm not sure what. Oh, there it tells you. Fuck it, it's not about this. I just need to bring this in. Can't believe in this. Hell, the sun is gone anyway. You see, the sun is gone. Say goodbye to the sun. It'll be back next time. It's okay. You just gotta be patient with it, you know. One day at a time thing. I'm just bring these batteries in. These batteries. You gotta get that juice, fam. I'm trying to get juice, bro. It's pretty shocking what you can do with something like this. I'm gonna like try to plug in some like mini computers into this because I'm trying to control some shit with this. Like some garden systems or something else like that. Still like connected the two together. Oh shit. Pretty sick. Yeah, man. We out here, we make me and the homies out here making crazy shit, e-bikes, all sorts of like drones, next level shit, bro. All sorts of shit, music, art, all that. Creativity to the limits. Let's pack this shit up real quick. Grab these panels. I already loaded it up before, so it's practice makes perfect. You improve as you try the same thing over. Well, you should. If you're not, then you're sort of stuck, but it happens. Don't trip and just try to learn. Always learn and grow. Like the day you stop learning, that's when you that's when you fail. Or you start failing or falling behind. You gotta keep up with the times. Like, you know, some people are like, oh, you know, the old heads like, oh, technology, all this is like, yo, what do you mean? Like, if they really sit back and think about it, the same shit happened to them and their parents. Like, they're just like, how y'all forget? What's this short-term memory business out here? Okay, we got this operation packed. Compact. Come with the facts. You know, neighbors out here pulling up left and right. We're out here on the live, and that's why we're going live. Not forget my fucking tripe gun. My fucking tripe gun. It's a different kind of warfare happening here, you know? Shooting them with the loves. I like that. I love it, but not like the D's though. Because Mickey ain't paying fees though. That background music. Oh shit, I got all my shit here. All that equipment that we need to be recording that live podcast. Well, it's a lot. This one is going to be the different one. The one that's like scripted and like the live audience just watches in this one. But the next ones are going to be back to normal, or what was the original shit with the. But yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go to anchor.fm/Deanchor. That's the podcast I'm about to do right now. This battery's dying anyway. I got 24% on this shit crap book. Apple fucking me over. They used to make good shit. Steve Jobs would be ashamed. These guys falling off hard. Chinese Apple, Huawei is raping them. Even Trump got to give them some assistance and shit. They need that fucking backup, bro. These guys getting draped out here. They're like, oh, we can't compete with the Chinamen. Of course you can't. They've been making your shit for like, how long? What do you think this is? They're just like getting murked for nothing? Oh. People so silly. Anyway, bring this down. I gotta get the setup popping. Not even, I just gotta try to keep shit clean, because like you can't work well in a messy environment. I should have, probably a good idea would be to eat some of that home food. Shout out to all the home food lovers out here. Look at that. Maybe I should eat. But first, let me bring some of this shit down. Bring all that equipment down. I got my mic in the backpack, like portable operation. I just pull out the pad anywhere, connect the mic, record the podcast anywhere. Like, really. And this is like my phone, like I'm out of data, but the month is, my cycle is coming. Just like your lady is coming to watch your podcast because it's very entertaining. And haha, I like them apples. Oh, okay, Google, turn on the strip. Okay, cool. Google didn't let me down this time. Sometimes Google fails. They're supposed to be smart speakers, but sometimes they do that stupid shit. Orange for the youth, throwing it out there again. But yeah, auctioning this out after for some youth charity. I'm actually trying to start my own thing. Like, gotta incorporate 2 companies, get it popping. Just getting the back end sorted out. But we got this shit set up. Shout out to the homie Boris. Ether Smart Contracts on Instagrams. We're doing WEMAKETO, baby. You know how it is. We do all sorts of crazy shit. You want to try to make something, you gotta holler at the homies, because we out here make shit happen. And like, if you trying to make shit happen, you know where are we at. And T.O. Toronto holding it down, baby. We don't even need this, do we? Yeah, I guess I will use this. Put the phone on there. Where's the mic? Mic's in the backpack. Got the liquids. You gotta stay hydrated. A lot of people dehydrated out here in these streets. No product placement. If you recognize the bottle, whoop-de-doo. Sorry, that's how powerful the branding get out here in these streets, you know? Because, like, even if you don't show the brand thing, the shape could give it away. That's why these guys get creative out here. What do we need? The script. I got the script in the backpack here. Like I said, portable operation. Oh no, I left the script in the garage. Oh no, it's okay. A quick run to the garage is not gonna hurt. We got the microphone set up here. Where's that tab? Where did I put it? Something smells stinky. It might be my socks. Is someone, Natasha, you trying to come on? Is that what's happening? What's good, Natasha? You trying to come on live? Is that, it says go live with Natasha. If you want to go live, you just let me know. And it says I could add you. I tried so many times before, I don't know what's going on. Let's see, we got this thing here. 3D printed stand. 3D print, like the future movements, you know? Like, we're coming to a point, like in time, where there's no stores. You just like go to a local place and like you put in, and it just made you the product on the spot. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's 3D printers, but with multiple materials. And they just put it together right there, like, in, like, an hour or two. Like, let's say, whatever. The timelines could get shorter as they work on it and develop it. But, like, you like, instead of going to the store to buy something, you go to, like, a place around, like, the neighborhood, and you just pick it up there. You trying to get on? What's good, Avi? But yo, we're about to go. But this one's gonna be different. Like I mentioned to other people that were in here. Fuck, what do I know? I needed the the pad, because this one was going to be a little bit different. I'm about to do my podcast again. I like this podcast thing. This Anchor shit is pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. These guys are smart. They're like giving people a platform to make content. It's like they're pulling a YouTube thing, but for podcasts. And they're being real slick with it. How's it going, Natasha? You want to come on live? Let me know. I gotta go grab the fucking, the pad. The ideas. Because this one was, well, y'all see. If you stick around, you're gonna get the bigger picture. But whatever. It's all gravy. Whew. Get that exercise in. There it is. My trusty book. That's what I forgot. It blends in. It's nice. Oh, it's a cool one. Oh, this really maybe it would be. I'm gonna get a little snack in. Again, some unintentional product placement about to go down. Fair warning. And I'm not even gonna flash the brand shit, but like like I said. They're pretty slick with it. Like, for instance, if I pull out a snack that has 2 round pieces of, like, cookie that are black and then the inside filling is white, most of you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So, like, it could be, like, either the original or the later clones or cheaper, no-name brands. What do you mean, Oreo? I'm talking about Oreo, dang it. Come on now, making me shout them out for nothing. These guys ain't even pay the fees. See, now I'm eating this snack. You might have seen this, right? So, if you're there. Sorry, y'all. Just getting shit set up. Where'd my water go? There we go. Wow, this thing is pretty dope. I got art in it. See, I painted it with some glitter and like color shit. I was like, whatever, cool. Now on the back here, you see this guy right here. Do you recognize this meme character? Well, the dog particularly. It's the Doge dog, right? So it's like a Japanese or whatever, some sort of dog, and it's like that's been turned into like a meme. You might have seen it. I don't know. Depends on your exposure to the internet. And basically, I laser engraved this shit, but there's also a cryptocurrency called Dogecoin, and it's supposed to be like a joke thing, but it was actually like it's actually worth a shit ton now. Although the crypto market's down, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is, what we gonna do at WEMAKETO. If you're interested, you let us know. We making shirts with this dude on it, and then on his shirt there's a QR code that you can scan, and it goes to your fucking Doge wallet. So if you are a Dogecoin collector and people see it and they have Dogecoin, they could scan it and send you some Dogecoin right to your wallet. It's like custom. We make TO out here. That's what it is. Custom movements. But yeah, so the Dogecoin and like obviously different shits. I was gonna do some next shit on the live, but like I gotta try to get the podcast down first. Gotta try and prioritize, without letting like time bog you down, especially when you're doing your own thing. Because like if you let yourself get bogged down by like your own systems, it's gonna eventually like fall apart. So you gotta make sure like you're keeping it real with yourself. Exactly, Doge currency. That's what I'm saying. It's a joke, but it's worth like I can pull it up right now. Like I don't know if Google knows. I have a smart speaker right there. See, like another unintentional product placement. But yeah, if you guys have some suggestions right now, let me know, because I didn't start yet. I'm just getting to it right here. See, this is what I made, the plans. And this is my homie drew this. Shout out to the homie. But more on that later. But so I started with a rough draft or like ideas, and then like I tried to refine it. And so, for instance, at first I was gonna call it episode 4. First of all, I was gonna be like, before like I was doing this episode 0.25, I was gonna be like, we're gonna leave behind the corniness. And also, like I mentioned in the other podcast, this is not the podcast, by the way, if you're confused. I'm talking about the actual podcast, like an audio version. But like, it's pretty weird because it's sort of, this one is tangled with that podcast, like even now, but like now it's more of like a spectator thing. But only for this episode. The other ones I want to bring other people on, and also like people send in things, like you get the Anchor app, like, and you can send messages into that, or even like whatever, some like sort of music or like a little poetry. That'd be cool. But yeah, so where are we at? So like I was mentioning in the other episodes of the last episode, I should be more precise, or either the second or the third one. I only have 3 out now. This is day 4 right now. But I was thinking like it would be cool to start off the episode with just giving some sort of like, either, I guess it makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. It'd make more sense if it's related to the topics, or like that could give it the direction sort of thing. Because like sometimes like you can do a freestyle thing, and that could be cool, but like that could get complicated, you know, because sometimes people could lose the flow or whatever, and shit happens. But that's why like it's good to have like something to fall back on. Sorry, I'm just munching on my snack right now. But yeah, so this episode, at first, I was just gonna, like I said, drop the silly namings, like episode 0.25. That was episode 3. I was like, welcome to Deanchor episode 0.25. Not like that, I'm just paraphrasing. But so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna drop the silly names. Episode 4, refinement and culture. And then I was like, you know what? That's nice, but maybe we can do better. So then I changed up the name. So I'm going to call this episode, like, which is day 4's podcast, I'm going to call it Cultural Refinement. You know, so I got to learn to speak clearly on this podcast. But not really. It's cool to, like, you know, switch it up and make it more interesting, instead of just welcome to the podcast. My name is Max, aka Siri 2.0, female version. Whoops. Don't judge identity. This is 20. You know. So let's get on it. So yeah, so I was gonna call it cultural refinement, and started like, I'm still trying to figure out. Maybe you guys can help me. So there you go. You guys still would be leading it a bit, but I have more written down here, so I can give you all the rough draft if y'all want. I was gonna be like, so like I mentioned, the first thing I was gonna, and even this, like how I was working on it, was a cool story in itself that would be like 5 minutes. Like, why would it, you know? So it's like, you gotta be smart with the times. But I'm gonna just read it. Appreciate the culture of the past, but don't. Oh, sorry. See, but that's what I mean. At first, I wrote it, but don't forget to appreciate the living culture. But then I was like, you know what? That's not the best framing. Why not appreciate the culture of the past, but remember to appreciate the living culture? You know, it's the same thing, but it's framed in a more positive manner. Instead of saying forget, it's saying remember. It's still the same message. The message is not really changed. It's just like the framing is more positive, making the message more positive. Because sometimes we could have like, try to send out a positive message, but the way we deliver it might not be the nicest, right? Or the most optimal for a certain situation. But we're getting too deep right now. So yeah, so I was gonna say that, and then I'm still thinking about how to get into it, actually. So see, you getting some of the behind the scenes. I'm like sharing the breakdown. Welcome to the... So it was going to be like, welcome to Deanchor Experiment. Episode 4, Cultural Refinement. Appreciate the culture of... Okay, yeah, that works. Appreciate the culture of the past, but remember to appreciate the living culture. And then I have written down appreciation for everyone contributing and supporting, a bit of a deviation from our experimental and spontaneous podcast and living experience. Oh, and live experience. So far, a very free tone has somewhat been said. See, so I wouldn't be able to read this like it. So see, we learning togethers right now. This is too much. Like this is like a script. Like you need time to remember lines. Freestyle. That's why the freestyle is a lot easier. Like we could just do it on the fly now, and that could be part of it. And this is the backstory that they would have to. We can mention that on the podcast. Now we get see. That's what I'm talking about. The tanglement. This is like a very different kind of podcast experience going on. Call it what you like. It's just labels, man. Don't get bogged down with the labels. I'm just having a snack here. Not the healthiest snack. If you got some healthy snacks for me, send them to me. Holla at your boy. I'm going to eat them. Let's promote that healthy snackage. Especially if you're local out here in Toronto or Canada. Come on there, bud. You got to show that good team spirit. But, you know, healthy competition. Not like some ruthless, stupid shit. Let's do steroids and cheat and just to win. That's not cool. At the end of the day, you only cheat yourself. Oh, fucker. I'm just fucking around. That would be too much effort to fucking try to block their branding. I'm not a fan of it. There you go, bam. They say all publicity is good publicity. I don't know about all that. You know, that sounds silly to me. But yeah, so this one, and since I wasn't doing the lot, well, still, again, I could change it. There you go, bam. It could just be like, we can call it derailed. No. Let's just try to go with the plan. What's your snack? No, it was just like some little like bread and like raisin like cracker thingy. I don't know. I'm not trying to shout him out. Sorry, fuck him. Like if we chilling, then I'll give you some. But like, you know, I'm not trying to give them that free advertisement. These guys out here making too much monies and not doing enough for them communities. So like, hey, and especially like, why would I? You know, like when they, you know, a lot of people out here like advertising brands like they fucking their spokesperson or something. It's like, yo, fam, you getting paid or what? Like, how much they giving? It's like, what do you mean? They're not paying, bro. So why are you on their tip so hard then, man? Come on. Oof. There's some interesting sounds we got going in here. But let's see what's popping. We pulled up the Anchor. I was re-listening to some of the older episodes, you know, trying to... Oh, shit. The total plays 19. We tiny out here. Hello, embryo baby grown out here. Y'all seeing some growth shit happen. That's some cool ass shit, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't understand because they're used to some other entertainment about like, oh, winning. Yeah. They're always winning. Every team. Who? Golden State? Word. Which team? Who's winning all the time? Show me this. Where they at though? Where is this unstoppable team? Where they at? I want to learn. They got some good shit to show. I don't see nobody. Y'all see someone? Let me know. Throw it in the comments. These guys, silly as hell, you know? Everybody on some crazy shit. Like, we get thrown to the wolves, so we form these packs to try to survive. And, like, we accept all these ideologies and juggle all this nonsense. And we wonder, why the fuck are people so disturbed? Oh, I got no fucking clue, bro. No clue. Like, it's because, like, we live in such a great place. Like, yeah, Canada's pretty cool, but still, we get affected with the fucked up mental nonsense, you know? You know? And I'm not trying to, like, downplay, like, mental health or anything. Don't get me twisted. Like, that's not where I'm coming from. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of negativity and a lot of other shit, like the news and all this shit. Like, look at the news. What's the percentage of the positive stories and what's the percentage of the... Because they're like, oh, no, people don't want to... No, it's called you show people negativity all the time and you think that's what people think is, like, the shit, you know? People get used to it. That's the thing. You can, like, think about anything. You ever have a job or anything, you worked out, you do something, like anything, trying to ride a bike, at first you don't know, and as you do it, it becomes second nature. You just get used to it. Like, that's conditioning. It's like basics, you know? People, like, see, like, monks or other people walking on coals and they're like, whoa, that's incredible. It's like, wow, it's like mind over body. It's like, yeah, but it's like, what do you think? It's just instant mind over body. I'm walking on hot coals, bitches. Look at me. Whoa, that's not it. I'm sorry to break it to you. Like, that's like some next shit. Like, you watching too much, like, fiction. They're just trying to inspire you to push yourself forward. Maybe in some other previous times when humanity lived, we had some magical powers. That's how we build the pyramids. Making rocks levitate with our voices. Who knows? It's in the realm of possibility. But anything really is in the realm of possibility. So you got to try to stay grounded, you know, and just like, okay, this is too much. We got to get into it. I'm wasting the time. What time is it? I don't even... How much juice I got on this? 59%. 622. For the record, this is Maxim Gav out here. WEMAKETO, Toronto, Canada. Not even Toronto, sort of. We in the city above. We doing it big out here. Shout out to the 6 gods. Yo, shout out to the 12 god. Chris Lee out here putting it down. Check him out on the SoundCloud. I'm telling you. Oh, damn. These guys are so behind. It's just they can't handle the realness. That's why I try to tell homie, I'm like, bro, you can't expect people to vibe with something that's so far ahead of their time. They just, like, it's too much for them. They're like, they're on some old shit, you know? When he's bringing in that realness, that hip-hop shit, but at the same time, like, he's modernizing the sound, so he's advancing, but, like, he's trying to do that independent move, so much respect for that. But let's get into it. Let's see what we can do with this podcast. Okay, full intent, only 3 plays. So if you're trying to listen to some trippy shit afterwards or even now, I don't care. You could do whatever. You just check it out, or I could share it out. It don't matter. Let's get into it. Tools. No, what's going on? I say tools. There, recording. Well, later parts you want to edit. I wonder what they mean by edit. Maybe I should try to put a flag on. We'll do a little test, y'all, because maybe you guys are interested in making a podcast, and all you really need is just a fucking phone. It's that easy. Like, the microphone, yeah, it's just, I use that. This is going to give me an edge over the competition because it sounds clear. Oh, people are so fancy now. Oh, bro, my TV is 4K. Bro, my TV is fucking 50K, bro. Oh, cool. That's dope, bro. It's like, bro, I need a computer that has that fast resolution, bro. It's like, do you know, like, the eye has a limited resolution? So all this shit that you're getting that's, like, so extra, it's like, you can't really appreciate. You're only appreciating it on a mental level because you know that it's 4K and it's more. So you're, like, your brain is creating more out of nothingness, like, out of something that you can't even really appreciate. Right? Because, like, we have a limited resources. Like, we hear only a certain amount of frequencies. Like, you know, we see only a certain amount of frequencies. We don't see fucking radio waves or other shit around. But yo, what's good, Chris? We out here, bro. We waved to Chris Lee out here. Y'all better check out the fucking kickback. That's some cool shit. I love that one. Yo, the train thing, like, your brother, your big bro is pretty deep. I'm pretty sure he's your big brother. Anyway, it doesn't matter. People getting bogged down on the deets. They got to stick to the deeds, the intents. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do this podcast, but now like this time I'm trying to do it like I was gonna do it like the classic ways, like where like you have more of a structure. Because these past ones that I was doing. But yo, bro, before I get into that, holy, I gotta play that song. I don't give a fuck. We playing that song right now. That shit. Oh, damn. You're going hard out there in North Carolina. Damn, bro. I dig that shit. Yeah. Fuck. These guys don't, I'm telling you, I was just talking about shit too, bro. It's too funny. Because I was like, yo, this shit, like, it's too ahead of its time. Like, now it's more like the time. Because, like, this shit is, like, advanced. Now they're getting back to the real hip-hop nowadays. The people getting tired of this fake shit. You know, like, 6ix9ine is going to be, like, making a documentary now. You know, like, they're selling the game, like whatever piece of the game you want, you just buy it. How much you want? Like, a little bit more? Okay, take it. It's like, it's crazy out here. Whoa. Y'all need to simmer the fuck down. Holy shit. Like, what the... Calm down, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, there's no end to this stupid shit. Like, we just, like, it's like this... What, like, stupid wars, like, you know, stupid, look at my stupid swag, shout it, yeah, like, what, bro, like, that's, oh, yeah, like, trying to put people down that are trying to learn and trying to educate and grow, like, you know, fuck that kind of culture, we don't need more of that, fuck that shit, but yo, 12, God, Chris Lee, he just put it out, this is the most recent, you're catching the fire now, I'm gonna just get a little drink in. Y'all tell me how the vocals is. I know there's a bit of a delay, but I'm gonna just get ready, prep for my podcast. You know you gotta listen to that positive vibes when you're trying to make some positive shit. If you're listening to some shit that's gonna bring you down, it's gonna be hard to feel inspired to be positive, right? It totally makes sense. I'm gonna post it right now to the fucking chat, y'all, so you can check it out too if you're interested. Dope song. And just Chris Lee in general kills the mic. Straight up, like one of... Oh, y'all don't get it. It's okay. So I just posted Chris Lee's track in the comments, so y'all can check it out if you want it. Moving like a comet, yo. Yo, North Carolina going hard out here, eh? Fucking right. That's what's good. Fuck all that weak shit. Like, New York got the crown, eh? I thought New York crowned Tekashi. What happened? They just 69 themselves, homie. Fucking with the game, like, them and they shady maneuvers, you know, bro. It's all good. Whatever, you know, like, you try to play the game play you. It's just, that's the nature of things. Oh, fuck. Oh, dang it. It's too many tabs open. I hope the vocals are. Y'all, get on that level, y'all. Y'all on some soft shit. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Really sorry. Like, all this, like here's the thing, like, Yeah, let him finish because he gets too dope. Let me rewind that. What? Too real.
I can't pretend no more. Even getting hit from your closest skin. Shit, man, that's how the world ends. Trying to handle my biz and raise my kids. You know what it is, Chris Lee. You know, sometimes you gotta let them know what it is, man. See, every move ain't got to be broadcasted. The haters out there, they gon' try to lay you down. So this how you play them down. Sometimes you got to play slow to stay ahead. Listen, sometimes you got to play slow to be ahead. So when they think they got it up on you, but realistically, you're already 3 steps ahead of the game. So never let them play you lame, my homie. Just change up the game.
Just change up your game, y'all. For real.
Big bag on the bust down. Been down for a minute, but I'm up now. I'm on. Tom Brady on the touchdown. Big bag on the bust down. Been down for a minute, but I'm up now.
Y'all need to check it out. I put it in the fucking comments of the live video. Chris Lee always got the like realest beats and like the proper prosody, like all that education and shit. Like he put it to good use. Like that's what people don't realize. Life, like the lessons is all around. They've been learning since day one. Like it's all around them. They just when they learn, stop and realize that, like they can move on. But Chris Lee, keep up the good work. Like there was another one a recent one that was super dope. Like, damn. Yeah, no problem, man. Just keep up the good work. Fuck what they say, man. You know what it is. Like they don't see the vision for themselves, so they gotta knock it because they see things from their point of view, and they might be not as privileged to like have the experiences that some people did to allow them to like be more in control and more in tune with reality, or whatever way you want to put it. I don't want to tell people how to think. That's the thing. People should try to figure it out for themselves, see how it feels, because that's what it is. That's why we out here. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it now. So I gotta, hopefully I'll be alright with it. So this is behind the scenes, but like I said, I'm gonna try to do a different one with this, more to try to make it more classic. All right, I'm gonna drink some more water. Game time, like game time again. Like, but it doesn't have to be. Like now I set myself up like that. Now I put it's game time on edge. Like there's other ways to amp yourself up. Like people don't even realize the power of like the body and mind connection. If someone is standing like this is closed body language. It puts the hormone levels up. Like it's just scientific shit. Y'all can look this shit up. Don't take my word for it. That would be kind of soft. Sorry to tell you, because I could be off. They could have new research. That could have been some fake news. Who knows? People trust too much. Like you gotta. That's what I'm saying. Feel for yourself. Don't just take everything at face value, because what you see on the screen could be manipulated. You know what I mean? Like come on. Like people see this shit, or people hear music and other shit, like they're like, or see stars in Hollywood. Like I was talking about that earlier. We gotta do the virtual wave to someone that came in. What up, y'all? To Boris and Marina out there. I think they're in the States too, out there holding it down. But yeah, you see, like I can go on for hours. There's no point in that. Like, well, there is a point because we got some viewers and shit. But like, you gotta try to set goals and stick to them. It's not even about time constraints and other shit. Like just like find your own ways. Like there's a bunch of tools. See what works for you. You don't have to take everything. If it doesn't work for you, then don't use it. Try to find something that does. And the main thing is realize you're not alone. A lot of times that's the crazy shit. I felt like I was alone, and there's nah, you're never alone. There's a lot of people out here that's trying to achieve very similar goals to you, and even other people that made it. So, we got the bugs out here. What is this fly? You gotta fly away. This is not territory. This is humans. This is how we roll. We just came in here. We just take their. What's good, Boris out here? It's a good homie. Yeah, we just about to get into it. I'm deviating from the course. It's funny because it's part of the script that I originally prepared. A bit of a deviation from our experimental and spontaneous podcast. But again, I didn't do it yet, and it's not done yet. It's not released. It could change still. So maybe y'all could potentially sway me. What is Boris saying? Sorry, y'all. Give me a sec. Nice wish microphone. Might don't work. Oh damn, bro! It's too. I let someone else have a mic because I found another one in the closet somehow. I was like, what kind of shit is that? I ask around, I'm like, whose is this? No, and nobody know. I'm like, okay, I already got 3 or 2 mics. I got another one here, but see, this mic is pretty cool. It's very cheap as well. So it's like it's super easy nowadays for less than like $30, like in Canadian, like $20 in the States. You can get a mic like this. It's like a condenser mic with like a. This is not connected to the. Right now, it's just my phone, and I got this mic. But you need like the audio interface shit or like sounds like some more advanced audio tools. But really, the crazy shit is what I try to tell a lot of people. It's funny because actually, in college, I was taking marine navigation. Not really relevant to many things a lot of people would imagine, but that's not really true. It's like you get value from a lot of things in life. We just try to judge shit too much instead of just trying to take it in and learn and try to realize that the universe is out here, like, you know, and it's a living thing. A lot of people don't get it. They just think like, oh, you know, like they get lost in the sauce. But it's all good. We're getting into it. Fuck it. Enough talking shit. Let's make some content. Well, we making double the content right now. But this content is not really appreciated right now. Because, again, this is some next level shit that they're going to be doing in a few years. But I'm not even going to, like, be trying to pull no Soulja Boy shit out here. Yo, you know who started this shit? Yo, because that's, like, another way of, like, that's the ego-tripping way of looking at it. Like, we got to, individuality is gravy and all that. Do you. But at the end of the day, realize that you are a part of nature. We're all part of nature. We're all a family. You know what I mean? So, like, stop tripping. Where's the love? Where's the sharing? Where's the caring? Like, that's what's going to make the world better. Like, people tripping, utopia. Fuck all that shit. What utopia? There's always going to be drama. But, like, we got to have organized drama. People can talk, communicate. Learn to talk and communicate first and foremost. We got to just stop throwing people to the wolves out here. And then, you know, form all these packs and gangs like fucking police and the army and the government. Like, come on, y'all. And then people form packs and do other shit. Because what are they supposed to do? You throw people to the wolves, that's what happens. It's like, fuck that kind of system. That's not what we got to do. That's not what we got to accept. We out here and we do whatever we want to do. Like, that's how it's always been. People, they could try to talk these shit. They ain't got no juice. Especially out here in Canada. Like, in the States, it's sort of wild, you know? Like, the school shootings and shit. Like, I don't know what kind of shit they be pulling out. Some next level experiments. Like, fuck the CIA for that shit. When that shit leaks, I hope y'all bastards get draped hard. But, like, you know, that's why I try to, like, always say we should promote immensity. It's like basically, like, just like, if you put it out all in, like, if you tell the whole truth and just, like, lay it out all there, like, we gonna let it slide kind of thing. Like, that's a better way to stop conflict instead of being like, you're fucking, you know, like, for instance, if we just, like, try to approach, like, North Korea like that instead of just trying to, like, flex on them. It's like, you know, like, what are they supposed to do? You know, they're on like, the same shit we're on in a lot of ways. Like, they're on, like, war mode. Everybody is on this war mode shit. But fuck that shit, you know? Oh, sorry, I just slapped the shit out of a little bug. You know, that's nature's drones right there. But anyway, fuck all this. I'm getting into it. Alright, record. Actually, fuck it. Get some more water in. Get it. Try to be in tip-top shape if you're trying to do a tip-top performance. It only makes sense, you know? Like, if you're lacking on your taking care of yourself, your body and mind, and I ain't gonna try to lie to y'all. Like, I take very good care of my mind, my body, not so much. I, like, neglect my body in a lot of ways, and, like, I could cut, like, I could be missing out on sleep just because like I get in the zone and I just focus on shit. And like there's a good and a bad to it. So like it's hard to judge. Like I just take it as it is, because like I realize, okay, you know what, I can live, some people live a long life and what, like they're miserable as fuck. Like, do I want to do that? That doesn't sound like fun. That doesn't look like fun. It's like, why am I trying to do that? So like, why am I gonna be scared of like trying to do some shit that I'm trying to do based on what other people are doing? Like, what? Oh, it's too reckless. Oh, it's too much. Like, maybe it's too much for them. Like, they don't have to do it. Like, they could just spectate, you know? Some people want to make shit. Some people want to just consume. Obviously, there's a bit of everything, like, mixing in. You can't just take, give, then you're going to run out. You have to recharge or whatever, or you have to make more, or think of anything. Like, let's say, well, it depends. It gets more complicated nowadays. Oh, little bug is safe. It's flying around here. What are you doing? It landed on the script. Get out of here. Oh, I wish, like, you know, like, it's fucked. It's trapped out here in this environment. It's probably gonna die. Like, you know, tis life. Like, you know, you think it wanted to die. Like, you know, this bug was like, you know what, fuck, or who knows? Maybe it did. Imagine it was that conscious. Like, it's landing on my keyboard, just exploring little nature's drones. You know. Well, I guess, you know, nature always keep an eye on us. Oh, that's crazy stuff. All right, enough of that. Yo. Bronson, what's good, man? Homie from the sailing days. Are you sailing, bro? Cause I quit sailing, bro. Now we going with the flow, bro. No, fuck that. It's too funny, actually. That was like when I first started sailing. Like, I got on the ships, like, cause I went to school for that shit, and like I went to Newfoundland, and at that school, like, then when I get on the ship, like, it's not sailing. We're just docked at the port, and I get on the ship, and the Newfies are like, "You're gonna get seasick, eh?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna go with the flow." and then like, basically, after like a few days, we actually set sail, and like, I actually threw the fuck up, and I was getting seasick hard as a motherfucker. So bad I couldn't even eat, and I'm like, oh, it's okay, I just won't eat, I'll drink water. I'm drinking water and I'm still throwing up. I'm like, okay, fine, I won't drink water, you know. And then I'm just sitting there and I'm still throwing up. I'm like, holy fuck, that's messed up. So like, I had some like seasickness patch shit, I put it on, and it's supposed to last for 3 days, and it fell off eventually, but I got used to it. But the crazy shit is, I sailed with one of the cooks. That dude been sailing for like years. Dude still gets seasick. I'm thinking in my mind, why is this happening to this guy? That does not sound like fun. It sounds like he's just getting wrecked, because like he needs to take medication, and his cooking game was like off too. So it would seem like he wasn't in the right field, and that happens. And like in Canada here, we pretty blessed, because like you can change your field pretty easily comparing to a lot of other countries, and it's even more than that. There's a lot more opportunity nowadays with the internet and other shit. Like right now, if you're trying to do some business shit and all that cool shit, you're trying to make some cheap products on the low, trying to exploit China, keeping it real, well, I got some news for you. You got 6 years, homie. 6. That's it. There, after that, prices is higher than Germany. I already been telling a lot of people locally. Now I think I'm putting it on the live. I think I might have mentioned it before too. It doesn't even matter. The bottom line is, I'm telling you, soon China's gonna be like, oh, you know what? Like, we make the best shit in the world. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, oh, made in China is cheap. Oh, really? Look at some of the Chinese products out there, and then you're gonna be like, oh, and not just you, I'm talking about businesses and other corporations, because they're sort of like artificial beings. Yo, what's good, Zach? We wait to Zach do this. Oh, shit, see, getting the sidetracked. And Chris said, yo, I'm about to drive, but I'll watch later, fam. Love your vibe, bro. Thanks a lot, Chris Lee. Chris Lee is out here in North Carolina, putting in work, you know, trying to do the positive grind, trying to do the independent hustle, and I respect that greatly, because honestly, it's very easy to sell out. It's simple. You wanna do music. You want to be a rapper. Okay. Are you down to promote some shitty products? Are you down to promote a crappy lifestyle? Are you down to fill some jail cells because the prison complex is not that complex? What's good, Joseph? Shout out to my homies out here coming into the live. But we're getting into deep right now. Let's get into the fucking Deanchor. I'm using up all my steam. I need to drink the water now. Shit. Gotta stay hydrated. Don't forget that water. Okay, I'm getting into the recording. I'm set up now, so I hope y'all enjoy it. It's not that the interactive one like the other podcast. Well, you might have not seen those, but it's all good. This is not the podcast, by the way. Podcasts are audio only. This is like a vlog, you could say, a live vlog. I don't know. You call it what you like. I don't give a fuck about the labels. We're getting into it right now. What's going on? Deanchor. Oh, that's not even how I wanted to start it. So we undo that, delete the segment. See, now you're getting the behind the scenes. But see, as soon as you script it, it's interesting how things become a lot more complex. There's a lot more problems in the way. When you just freestyling going with it, it's a lot easier. But like I said, this episode was going to be a little bit more different. And it's part of the whole experiment thing that's going on here. So, let's start again. I go, welcome to Deanchor Experiment. Welcome to Deanchor Experiment. Appreciate the culture of the past, but remember to appreciate the living culture. I want to say thank you to everyone out here. Appreciate everyone contributing and supporting. See, because the script is like a freestyle script. Like I ain't done this like this. I'm usually about the freestyle lives. So this one is I don't know. Maybe I can keep the thing going. This was supposed to be a scripted thing, and now my homie Austin is in the building, out in Ottawa, and I don't know what to do. Do I just delete this segment and do I start again, or do I just try to keep going and recover? I did start off the way I wanted to, but then we got a little bit of a blunder because our organization system was a little behind. Pardon the jet lag. We moving at high altitudes out here. But hey, yeah, that's right. My homie Austin out here on the live. So yeah, it's pretty jokes. I guess this is a cultural refinement, and that's still a fitting title for the podcast. But it seems like my plan to try to keep it scripted failed miserably. We can't script this shit. It's just impossible to script it. It's life. You can try to script it, but then that's not real. Then you're putting on shit. Like even this thing, there's already some deliberation. There is some scriptage going down here, because I did go in with some intent, and I had a script. It wasn't just the most efficient, and I'm also not that sufficient, because as you can see, this is only podcast number 4. And, the experience is lacking. You got to keep it real. Rome wasn't built in a day. Anything, really, it takes time. Anything great takes time. Look at that. Ha, ha, ha. That's some ego nonsense that we have too much in the world. So I would tone it down on that myself. Let me just try to turn this switch a little bit here. Let me know how's it going. Is this a little bit better? But I'm going to try to go back to the script. Let's try to juggle a little bit. We were juggling the audience before. Let's try to juggle the script. It's life. If it feels right, why not go with it? So I'm just going with it. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this recording. Is it worthy? Oh, am I worthy? These are difficult questions we ask ourselves, but really, we should ask ourselves, what are the roots of those questions? Why do we ask ourselves those questions? But yeah, like I said, this was supposed to be a bit of a deviation from our experimental and spontaneous podcast and live experience. But as you can see, if we keep this peace, which I think we are, I don't care. People get bogged down. Oh no, it wasn't perfect. What's perfect? It's never perfect. It could always be better. Every day it could be better. That's the whole point, is if you could just be on a positive trajectory and always improve and just always try to better yourself and better your life and better the environment and live a more efficient life, like even putting it in logical terms, I think there could be a lot of value. So what else do we have planned? Yeah. So it's funny. I think I'll read some of the script because it's funny how far we deviated from it and how deviation was originally on the script. And the irony runneth deep in this podcast for sure. Well, yeah, I was going to go with, so far, a very free tone has somewhat been established in this peculiar cultural experiment. Like, look at this bougie ass shit. Look at this bougie ass shit. That's what happens when you do too much presidential. But, out here in Canada, we dispense it legally. So I hope you come to visit and say hi to me. Or maybe I can come visit you. Deanchor is, could be brought up and we could set sail to different locations. But no offense to anybody else, but we're trying to put Toronto on first, and but we're building and experimenting not just for the sake of ourselves, but for the sake of the whole world, because we want to figure out the right ways to live and prosper together in peace. And I think it's a fair time to say peace in our podcast. We're still live on the Facebook. That's going to be like a meme, I have a feeling. And now, like, me saying that improved the probability too. So I just wrecked myself. That's what happens when you don't check yourself. The hip hop culture is a very cool tool. I think it's very awesome when a lot of people really appreciate it, or any music for that matter, really appreciate music and understand, or even art and pictures and other things. When you truly understand art and nature and love, you really can appreciate life. So don't hold yourself back. I hope you can tune in next time and contribute, because as you can see, the scripting here is not possible. We don't do no scripting here. We do it on the live. Right now, we don't have any viewers, because right now this is too much for the viewers. They're busy with their own lives. Hopefully, we encourage them to do something positive with their life. But this is a pretty cool tool, I think, because you don't necessarily have to be watching or participating in our Facebook Live experience of this. And I'm always open to checking out other platforms. But, yeah, we got sidetracked now. But isn't that hilarious? As soon as you came in, Natasha, shout out to my girl, Natasha. We go back to the good old days out here, Antibes. Throw out Antibes out there, Toronto movements. Girl, what are you doing? You gotta holla. What are you trying to do out here? I know you creative as hell. What are we doing, girl? What you trying to do? Business? Anything? We make TO. This is what we here for. We trying to put the whole city on, not just talk. This is not just about the music. The music is there, but music is just one thing. There's a lot of other things that people do that we need to learn to appreciate. Even someone like Drake. There's a big team behind Drake. There's a lot of people in the city that support Drake. You might be one of those people. For instance, I can support Drake especially nowadays. It would be hypocritical of me not to, especially with this movement. But even now, I don't support. Now see what happened. I said I was signing out. I said peace out, and now we got dragged into the experiment. Deanchor is pretty hooky, I think. So I like that. But yeah, I think it's enough for today, especially for Deanchor. The Facebook Live crowd gets a little bit more because they're technically my friends. When you're my friend, actually, I'm not even talking about you, but a lot of people on Facebook, not necessarily your friends. It's like but that's what it's supposed to be for technically. It's just like people, but it's like a networking thing that and then LinkedIn came in and that's like, oh, networking for professionals. And then people always try to make new products and fulfill needs or even make needs. It gets really complicated out here, but don't worry. On Deanchor, we're going to try to get to the bottom of it, right, with Deanchor. All right, I'm out on the Anchor, and I hope you're enjoying it. Like I said before, your comments and your input is always welcome, and let's be friendly, let's be friends. One love, baby, we out of here. 9:03 seconds, add background music. What kind of music would I add even here? We got the beats. Oh, let's take out this thing. We don't need that plug, man. It's called Peacock Pedal Rider. I already used that. That was a cool one. Three stories. Oh. Tropics. What's good, Justin? Wave to Justin, yo. I just finished with the podcast. I didn't even check it out, but I'm gonna listen with the music on, cause it's like a behind the scenes kind of thing. This is not even a real show, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. This is like we doing some behind the scenes, and if you're trying to make some shit happen, you need to stick around. If not, if you're just trying to get entertained, this is a different kind of entertainment, bro. It's that edutainment, You learning up. Yo, we learning up. Yo, they getting on that downer. Yo. Blossom like a flower, calm, mineral still. I think we're gonna add that in. I like that one. And now the Anchor app is doing some shit right now. It's compressing it, making it. And our little bug friend, I wonder if it's bright enough to see him. And people all about the bright lights, so we got the bright lights. Oh, and I unplugged the bright lights. Oh no. But 9 minutes, like, this is the longest podcast. Not this. This is not the podcast. You're getting confused if you're not, but it's not your fault. See, this is the podcast. This is the live stream on Facebook of behind the scenes of the podcast. We got this bright ass light that basically you can't see the orangeness, because we got the orange for the youth still, man. It's all about the children, you gotta be smart, orange for the youths, the Eastern Orange Island heads. One of them got a chain. Look at that. He's straight swagging out here. We got this piece out here from the Never Ending series. So we're doing a lot of things out here. It says bring them on camera. Yo, Justin, if you want to come on camera, you let me know. You want to join the live show right now? You can. The podcast is done, sort of. I guess I can go back and change it, but I want to check it out beforehand. This is a good idea. Keep going. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the support, bro. Yo, Canada's strong out here. Yo, I hope you doing good and the fam is doing good. Like, whatever you're trying to do, link up. Like, because, that's what it's about. It's about working together in the community out here with this movement we're trying to do. Like, because, like, competition is all gravy, but sometimes people take it too far and then they cheating and fucking around and fucking up the game. And then, like, sometimes we play too much. Certain shit we shouldn't play with. Like, motherfuckers out here slanging to the kids. Like, I'm talking about, like, sex and other shit. And, like targeting youths with, like, marketing and other shit. Like, back in the days they sold cigarettes, They stopped doing that, but now they selling them other shit. Like, so it's like, yo, y'all need to calm the fuck down. They're just children. Like, give them a chance. Like, what the fuck are you on? Like, whoa. Like I get it, people they become older, they should be able to explore life and do certain things, and, like, their minds are more developed. They should be given more freedom then. But, like, children are like, a lot more susceptible to, like, making mistakes and doing other shits, because humans develop very slowly. We're not like dogs or other creatures where they develop very quickly. For humans, it takes a long time for us to grow and develop. Like, Just think about it. A baby is so vulnerable for so long, and even a child is so vulnerable for so long. When you look at other animals, in like a fucking few days, they're already good to go. They're running around. They're obviously not strong and big yet, but they like can hold their own a lot better than like humans. You know, like we're very, because like we have big. There's like we can get too scientific with this shit, but it's ready now. So let's check it out, just a little bit at least. I don't know if we can keep it going. If y'all have some comments or something, let me know. Sounds weird as fuck. Romantic.
Welcome to the Anchor experiment. Appreciate the culture of the past, but remember to appreciate the living culture. I want to say thank you to everyone out here.
Wave tickets.
Appreciate everyone contributing and supporting.
Okay, it sounds pretty good.
See, because the script is like a freestyle script, like
I feel you, bro. But that's because people like make these crazy games and like compete like too much, like over survival when there's no need for that. Like, have you heard of basic income? Like, what are your thoughts on that? You know what I mean? It's like the we're basically at the cusp of like the industrial revolution all over again. Yo, what up, girl? Hope you're doing good out there. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just checking out my podcast at the same time, like, you know. We're gonna end up destroying ourselves eventually. Yeah, straight up. If we keep on this way as a culture altogether, because that's the problem, you know. A lot of times we out here looking at the world like, oh, Team Canada or like local teams, when we gotta realize at the end of the day we're part of a bigger team. Team Earth, you know, Team Humanity, Team fucking, we came from fucking nature, put some respect on it. Shout out to the Birdman. All three of y'all. that was the most funny shit I've ever seen. Oh, fuck. If that wasn't scripted, like, that was like, they're lucky as fuck. Cause like, where are you gonna get that kind of shit? That's like, only in life, like, that's the kind of shit where you go like, is this real life? Like, you know, it's like, oh, man. But yeah, I gotta check out this thing. So we gotta, I don't know, we could do, like I said, if y'all have some suggestions, we can get into that. Just let me know, because but there's a delay again, like I mentioned in other live streams. Like right now you're not seeing, like it takes time for you to see it, and that's why the comments come in late, and it's like just there's like this lagging effect happening. Brittany is out here. Wave to Brittany. Hello. But yeah, so if y'all got some suggestions, let me know, because I want to listen to this. I don't want to just publish something without like checking it out. Like, I'm gonna publish it regardless, because I think it was okay. It wasn't perfect, but again, a lot of people get bogged down with that. Like I mentioned in one of the older podcasts. Well, which one was it? Last one before this one. Well, this one isn't even out yet. It's sort of made right now, but not out. I didn't publish it. But the older one, like, that's where I got the idea as well for that, starting off with like a quote or something positive, or related to the podcast, or try to give it more direction. And also not just that, but like try to give people like a tidbit of value, even if they tune out like afterwards. At least they got a little bit of something cool, like, to help them out. But yeah, it was like, practice is perfect. Perfection is the journey. You know what I mean? So just like, I thought like that could be a cool way to start it, and that's like why I started this one, or at least I tried to call appreciate. Well, I did actually. You know, I just played it back, and I confirmed that I did start it. Just I went off track afterwards, but it still turned out okay, I think. Well, I'm gonna go over it, but yeah, appreciate the culture of the past, but but remember to appreciate the living culture. See, I'm getting messed up now, because see, like, that's some of the behind the scenes. So, originally, like, I already mentioned it though, so like, there's no point in repeating. It's like already on the thing, but I guess I could. I don't care. This is me and you right now. That's the new age entertainment. You know, fuck all that lame shit. I gotta have a good one, bro. I feel you. But yeah, let's get into it then. I'm gonna just listen, but I already explained it. Like, You probably got some shit to do. Got to go. Take care, bro. Have a good one. I'm just gonna bump this. Probably gonna go off the live. Like, it's a long ass video. Like, but again, people later on could appreciate it. You know, because like a lot of people might not understand it. It's like, oh, what's going on? Like, this doesn't make sense. This is a podcast. What is it? Anyway, that's part of it. Like, you don't always gotta explain yourself. Like, if you're gonna be always explaining yourself, like, when are you gonna have time to live and experience life? Which is like one of the biggest things. Don't get me wrong. Not to say that talking and spending time with people is not like productive. That's like one of the coolest. That's like the core shit people are forgetting. People and nature, and it's like one of the same, really. But that's where it's at. Family, love, like all that good stuff, like that we lacking on, because we out here trying to be hard and shit. Throw your dukes up, homie. Take that. Like, fuck that shit, yo. Like, that's cool. People want to throw down. Go fucking join the UFC, bro. Go become a fucking boxer. Like, do it on the field. And I'm not talking about the fucking battlefields out here. Fuck all that shit. Like, yo, why y'all on that savage shit still? The motherfuckers been running around chopping each other down with swords for like how long? Like, what the fuck? Come on, y'all. Grow the fuck up. Like, what is this shit? You want to play games responsibly. Like, esports, yo. Like, fuck it. Go settle your shit on esports, on some next competitions that don't fucking result in other people getting wrecked because you want to have your way. Like, what the fuck? This thing fucking... Anyway, I didn't want to promote him, so that's why I stumbled. I just held myself back. So, anyway, fuck all that. I'm listening to this now. Before I publish...
Welcome to the Deanchor experiment. Appreciate the culture of the past, but remember to appreciate the living culture. I want to say thank you to everyone out here. Appreciate everyone contributing and supporting. See, because the script is like a freestyle script. Like I ain't done this like this. I'm usually about the freestyle lives. So this one is, I don't know, maybe I can keep the thing going. This was supposed to be a script thing,
oh,
and
this
now
is
my
so
homie
perfect.
Austin's
This
in
is
the
like
building out in Ottawa.
This is like
and
beautiful.
I don't know what to do.
I'm not
Do
even
I just
Italian
delete
or
this
whatever that
segment, and
gesture
do I
is.
start again, or do I just try to keep going and recover? I did start off the way I wanted to, but then we got a little bit of a blunder because our
refinement recovery
organization system was a little behind. Pardon the jet lag. We moving at high altitudes out here. But hey, yeah, that's right. My homie Austin out here on the live. So yeah, it's pretty jokes. I guess this is a cultural refinement, and that's still a fitting title for the podcast. But it seems like
or episode,
our plan to try to keep it scripted failed miserably. We can't script this shit. It's just impossible to script it. It's life. You can try to script it, but then it's not real. Then you're putting on shit. Like even this thing, there's already some deliberation. There is some scriptage going down here because I did go in with some intent, and I had a script that wasn't just the most efficient, and I'm also not that sufficient because, as you can see, this is only podcast number 4.
Okay.
And
this is,
the experience is lacking.
I'm about to tear up on the live. Stop watching me.
In a day. Anything really, it takes time.
It's beautiful. I'm loving this. This is cool. Y'all should, if you ever thought of making a podcast, you better do it. Do it right now. And shout out to the homie Chris Lee again. Killing it in North Carolina. Keep up the good work, bro.
Let me just try to
Love
turn
it.
this switch a little bit
Yeah,
here.
man.
Let me know how's it going. Is this a little bit better? But I'm gonna try to go back to the script. Let's try to juggle a little bit. We were juggling the audience before. Let's try to juggle the script. It's life. If it feels right, why not go with it? So I'm just going with it. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this recording. Is it worthy? Oh, am I worthy? These are difficult questions
we ask ourselves, but really, we should ask ourselves, what are the roots of those questions? Why do we ask ourselves those questions? But yeah, like I said, this was supposed to be a bit of a deviation from our experimental and spontaneous podcast and live experience. But as you can see, if we keep this piece, which I think we are, I don't care. People get bogged down. Oh no, it wasn't perfect. What's perfect? It's never perfect. It could always be better. Every day it could be better. That's the whole point, is if you could just be on a positive trajectory and always improve and just always try to better yourself and better your life and better the environment and live a more efficient life, like even putting it in
They didn't see this
terms,
like y'all did.
I think
Well,
there could be a lot of
if
value.
you rewind in this or
So, what else do we have planned? Yeah. So it's funny. I think I'll read some of the script because, like, it's funny how far we deviated from it and how deviation was originally on the script. And the irony running deep in this podcast for sure. Well, yeah, I was gonna go with, so far a very free tone has somewhat been established in this peculiar cultural experiment. Like, look at this bougie ass shit. Look at this bougie ass shit. That's what happens when you do too much presidential. But, out here in Canada, we dispense it legally. So I hope you come to visit and say hi to me. Or maybe I can come visit you. Deanchor is, could be brought up and we could set sail to different locations. But, no offense to anybody else, but we're trying to put Toronto on first, and but we're building and experimenting not just for the sake of ourselves, but for the sake of the whole world, because we want to figure out the right ways to live and prosper together in peace.
Damn.
And I think it's a fair time to say peace in our podcast. We're still live on the Facebook. That's going to be like a meme. I have a feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
And now, like, me saying that improved the probability too. So I just wrecked myself.
Oh, this is awesome.
That's what happens.
I'm actually turning up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Culture
this is sick.
Is a very cool tool. I think it's very awesome when a lot of people really appreciate it, or any music for that matter, really appreciate music and understand, or even art and pictures and other things. When you truly understand art and nature and love, you really can appreciate life. So don't hold yourself back. I hope you can tune in next time and contribute, because as you can see, the scripting here is not possible. We don't do no scripting here. We do it on the live. Right now, we don't have any viewers, because right now this is too much for the viewers. They're busy with their own lives. Maybe, well, not maybe, hopefully, we encourage them to do something positive with their life. But this is a pretty cool tool, I think, because you don't necessarily have to be watching or participating in our Facebook Live experience of this.
On the low slanging my shit.
Always open to checking out other platforms. But, yeah, we got sidetracked now, but isn't that hilarious? As soon as you came in, Natasha, shout out to my girl Natasha, we go back to the good old days out here,
This is too crazy. It's awesome.
Throw out Antibes out there, Toronto movements. Girl, what are you doing? You gotta holla. What are you trying to do out here? I know you creative as hell. What are we doing, girl? What you trying to do? Business? Anything? We make TO. This is what we're here for. We trying to put the whole city on. Not just talk. This is not just about the music. The music is there. But music is just the one thing. There's a lot of other things that people do that we need to learn to appreciate. Even someone like Drake. There's a big team behind Drake. There's a lot of people in the city that support Drake. You might be one of those people. For instance, I can support Drake especially nowadays. It would be hypocritical of me not to, especially with this movement. But even now, I don't support. Now see what happened. I said I was signing out. I said peace out, and now we got dragged into the experiment.
Wow,
the
this is
anchor
crazy.
is pretty hooky, I think. So I like that.
Wow, it's
But
incredible.
yeah, I think it's enough for today, especially for the anchor. The Facebook Live crowd gets a little bit more because they're technically my friends. When you're my friend, actually, I'm not even talking about you, but a lot of people on Facebook, not necessarily your friends. It's like,
Wow.
you know, but
The
that's
way
what
this
it's
came off
supposed
is
to be
just
for,
too perfect.
technically. It's just like
That's what
people-
perfect is. Y'all
but
just
it's
see,
like
that's
a
what I'm saying.
networking
Y'all
thing,
tripping.
you know, and then LinkedIn came in, and that's like, oh, networking for professionals. And then, you know, people always try to make new products and fulfill needs or even make needs. You know, it gets really complicated out here, but don't worry. On Deanchor, we're going to try to get to the bottom of it, right, with Deanchor. All right, I'm out on the anchor, and I hope you're enjoying it. Like I said before, your comments and your input is always welcome. And let's be friendly. Let's be friends. One love, baby. We out of here.
No way. That is dope. Shit. Wow. That is so awesome. It's called... Okay. Yo, Josh. I just killed it, homie. Yeah. This latest I'm getting worried, bro. I'm getting worried. The power of movements is too much. I'm like, bro, I can barely hang by myself. How is other people supposed to hang with this shit? Damn, bro. The realness. So I gotta save this shit. Enough talking this shit. But yeah. Wow, that was a really cool podcast. Oh man. That was incredible. Definitely hit me in the feels. But like again, it's like I'm coming at it from a different level, like of appreciation. But anywho, cultural refinement. Cultural refinement. No, I'm gonna add to that refinement. Recovery. Cause like that is I'm gonna talk about that more too. Cause like I said, at first I thought about making this day 4 podcast. I'm not talking about this again. It's too much explaining out here. But yeah, I was gonna make it something anyway. Fuck it, I'm sticking to my mission. If you got something to say, you trying to come on, Josh? Yo, Josh, you here? No, what the hell? Who's here? One person here, but I can't invite viewer. Anyway, cultural refinement recovery. So let me just copy all of that. Copy, add recording to episode. So now it's uploading it. I have like my little music thing in the back, and then it's gonna go add a sponsorship segment. I guess I'll do that, or no, I'll do that later. But because they want to promote their own thing on there, and they're like, oh, it'd be cool because we teach showing people the future of what we're trying to do with this. These anchor people are very, very smart. Like this, they're doing it's like on some uber duber shit. It's on some Facebooky kind of shit. You know, it's on those kind of tips of leveraging new age technologies and capitalizing on a lot of things in their environment, which is like, what are they supposed to do? Supposed to crash and burn? Like I don't hate the player. I hate the game player, and I don't even hate that game player because I just play the game whenever I want to, and then I just put the ball down, and then they're just wilding out there going crazy. But I'm just like, it's just a game. You need to calm down. Games are for having fun, not for wrecking yourself. Well, unless you like to get wrecked, when you're into some kinky shit. I ain't trying to tell you how to live your life. You want to get wrecked, like damn. Maybe that's what floats your boat. I like the little saying. I added my own thing to it, or evolved it, whatever way you want to look at it. Whatever floats your boat, just make sure it ain't sinking any other ones while you're at it. That could be a good one for a starter for next one podcast. But see, I'm gonna figure out what to do, because you always try to one up yourself, huh? Because it's game time. Not really. I'm feeling great. Like I'm just happy doing. Like this is what is art. people don't even know. What is art? What is music? Like, at its core, what is life? Because they're one of the same. They're all just forms of communication and expression, you know? We're a natural expression. Cultural refinement. No, I'm just going to publish it. Season 1. There could be seasons. Like, there's so many cool things you could do with this podcast stuff. Like, for instance, you got to realize it takes a lot of money to make a movie. Books are pretty cool, but, like, they're sort of, like, outdated. Not really, because they're very powerful still. But in this modern day, a lot of people are on the go, go, go. So audiobooks is like one of the best ways to reach people, you know? So episode 4, oh no, this is, episode, I'm getting confused. Yeah, it's episode 4. Because again, that's multitasking for y'all. So episode title is Cultural Refinement Recovery. And then I got to do the description. The experiment goes out of control. The experimental podcast tries to become more scripted. The experimental podcast tries to become more scripted, but feeble attempts are the experimental podcast tries to become more scripted, but these feeble attempts crumble in the face of reality. Whoa, I like that. That's deep as fuck. Shit. This is for your upcoming... Well, the podcast, I already finished recording it. I'm just about to upload it. But this is sort of like I mentioned earlier, this is sort of a part of it too, this live thing, because you guys influence me while I'm doing the podcast. So that you guys, like, I'm pretty sure I shouted you out on the podcast. So, like, hopefully we can get it popping and you can be famous, girl. Yeah, why not? Or whatever. You don't have to, like, let people know. You can just be like, who knows? When Natasha could be talking about any Natasha out here. You're live sketching. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Crumble in the face of reality. Reality. I love, and then space. I love how we still manage to make the best of it. How we still manage to make the best of it. Still managed to make the best of it. There you go. Now I'm done with that. Sorry, I didn't see. A little cool. Yeah, if you would check it out, you can even check it out on Spotify. That's what I'm saying. This app just automatically is going to upload it, like submit it to Spotify, submit it to a Google Podcast, submit it to Apple Podcasts. So, like, they're trying to put you on all the platforms. Because they're trying to grow their platform. They're trying to be the next Facebook or next this, that. They're not even. They got even better models because they're newer than Facebook. Now I got to add the tags in. What are the tags? Tags life. But they got some weird tags here. Live your life. Live your best life. Why not? Live your best life. Experimental. Live. Experience. I don't even see live experience. Oh, there is live experience. 1, 2, 3. The hook. Why not? That's gonna be a big one on this for sure. The hook. No, there is no. The space hook. The hook. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. Oh, someone came in. Yo, what's good, bro? We used to ball up back in the days. Austin trying to holler. That's what I want to know. What do you want to know? Sorry, like there's a delay, so just I'm gonna be patient with you, but I'm I'm gonna try to catch a comment. Getting them pasties, got to get the liquids in me. But yeah, I'm just getting my last tags in. You know, they want you to like put 5 tags to put in your podcast so people can find it. Just life, regular life. Not no life with special things. Just okay, cool, done. 5. It says published. That's it. Your latest episode. See, it's like congratulations, you did it. Yeah, I did. Awesome, very cool. So now that podcast is, see right there. That's the other ones. That's on the FM app, but they're also going to be on Spotify and other platforms. They're already on Spotify. Not this latest one, probably. That's going to take some time. But yeah, I could post. I'm going to put the. Where did my computer go? So I'll just pull that. My trusty computer. But yeah, what do you want to know, Natasha? Let me know. There's a bit of a delay effect, like I said. Oh yeah, shout out to homie Chris Lee again. Y'all need to check it out. If you're a fan of that old school hip hop, you're going to really enjoy this because it's like got that old school realness to it, but it also got the new cool sounds and that new cool feel. Really up with the times nowadays. They're catching up now. It's good. So Chris Lee been making them shits for them, like, you know, he's like, I'm done now, gotta take care of the fam. Like, here's, you know, it ain't even nothing, you know, homie out here grinding. Even with a family, he out here outputting more content and shit than like most people that like got nothing to do with their time. Like, but again, that's what I'm saying. Most people that have something bad to say, a lot of times they just have a lot of spare time on their hands. It's like, when'd you think of this? Like why aren't you doing something? But yeah, so I'm gonna just post up the Anchor in the comments right now as well, because why not? But yeah, Natasha, you're still in here. I hope you're doing good. And like I said, if you're trying to do some cool shit, like, you gotta holler at your boy. We make TO, girl. Come on, let's get it popping out here. Like, you know, like, what are you trying to do out here in these streets? Like, what? Even if you ain't even trying to do something, it's not even about like being on the fucking Facebooks or all this other shit. It's just about like. Okay, hold on. Let me just Deanchor. There you go. Just highlight that quickly. I'll paste that into the comments. So yeah, I just posted a link in the comments if you want to check out the actual podcast. This is day 4. What? And like, yeah, it got derailed. We had a schedule, but it still turned out beautiful. I loved it. And I think like it's like some wine. It get better with time. This so far, like, it's a little bit scary because I don't know how, if it's gonna keep going this way. It's like, whoa, this is getting oh yeah, cool. See, now I see my own comment right there. Cool. See, but there's a big delay in the live thing, so that's the only problem. But yeah, if you wanted to come on live, you could come live too. See, I'm gonna try to add you. If you don't want to come on live, that's totally fine. I'm gonna try to invite you, but it says connection failed. But yeah, like, I was, even if it's not working, see, the Facebook is trying to encourage me to go out. Because, like, see, I'm trying to add you here. It says add to the broadcast. No answer from the live video. Oh, you might be on the computer, or who knows. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, I'd be more than happy to have you on the podcast. We got lots to talk about, I'm sure like, that's the cool thing. What's good, Brian? What up, bro? You can come, like, this ain't the podcast I'm talking about, but yeah, you could come on the podcast too if you really wanted to. Just link up, let me know what's good. You look like you're trying to do the positive movements, and we're all about that. Like, I'm not even sure where you're at. I'm gonna try to pull up the Facebooks. Give me 1 sec. Check it out. Do that pie work. Private investigator? No, just PI work. What pie? That's some Brian. Okay, we're gonna check him out. Where's Brian located? In New Jersey. Moorestown. Oh, the Moors. It's hilarious too, because Austin Moore is trying to message me, my homie from school, Georgian College, and I'm shouting them out. Like, you know, they ain't too bad, you know. Owen Sound is a pretty dope place, I ain't gonna lie. Like, learned a lot of cool things, even though abandoned the sailor life. You know, in a way, like, it taught me a lot of things, and even just like got me thinking about the space program and all this other shit. I'm just like, yeah, we can barely hang it in the ocean, but we're gonna go to space, eh? Word. That makes sense. It's like we ain't even finished exploring our own planet, but we ready to go out there. It's like, part of it is like, oh, because what if we fuck up our own planet? It's like, what if we stop fucking our own planet? Like, that thought never occurred to you? Like, I'm sure it did. You're just like letting things go, being a little sucker, just saying, well, that's the way she goes. Well, that's the way she goes because you accept it. You don't have to accept it. You could say, no, I don't accept it. That's why tomorrow, isn't it voting day tomorrow? Oh, shit. No vote, baby. I'm coming out there. Like, I got my card posted. You think I'm playing? I'm going to do it live, too. You guys could see me. Oh, no, you can't do it. Well, I'll do it as live as I can because part of it is like a private experience while you cast your vote. Why? Because y'all motherfuckers trying to cheat. I'm not trying to cheat. What I guess they're like, what? Oh, you're going to influence people. Well, I'm already influencing people before the election. Vote, no vote, or Green Party. That's what I'd go for. NDP, why not? Let's see what them boys could do. But like liberals, they already gave us the reefers. So, what are they going to do now? Or what are the conservatives, the NDP, oh, they can bring change, or the Green Party. Yeah, oh yeah, we're going to save the planet, y'all. Okay. That's not how this system works. It's a very slow thing out here. But in Canada, we try to do it good. At least they try to do it the right way. It's slow as fuck, though. The government's like on some dial-up shit. That's why we got to get some better connections flowing out here. And we making our own connections. We make TO, baby. We're not making our own internet. You think I'm not even joking though. I keep seeing here. Is getting spread. We spreading the good word out here. But yeah, I'm gonna go out. No vote is my vote. What is yours? Let's discuss if you're interested. If not, it's cool. I'm gonna try to invite you again. If it doesn't work, it's okay. For whatever, your connection failed. Again, it's okay. Why not see each other's lives? If you want down, let me know. You can come on the podcast too. You know, even if you're not there, you just download the app and I can invite you virtually. That's how advanced we get now here. But yeah, see, I had this on the wall, and then I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, here you go. I want to cast my vote. It's no vote. She's like, oh no, you don't tell me. You just write no. I want to vote no vote though, because I know how to vote. That's I like that. One day, it's patience. Patience is a virtue. People got to just realize that it takes time, and just like don't let people crush your dreams. Like they might have let their dreams slip their life or whatever, and even then a lot of times they're still tripping. It's like, are you on your deathbed? Then why are you crying about it? You go out there and make it happen. You still alive? You still well? Okay, cool. There's people out there that are in wheelchairs that got nothing, that people that can't, that are way less privileged and in a lot of senses, and they still making shit happen. Like I'm sure you've seen it, like videos of little kids in like some poor African country, he used scrap to make like a fucking little like robot truck or whatever, like a crane. It's like, bro, kids barely doing that shit out here, like with all these tools, and buddies out here doing that, out of trash. So like that's part of the thing I want to really do is like spread the movement. It's just we're gonna refine the tools here, make sure we got good shit, and then we gonna send them care packages to other places in other countries where people are most fucked, and we're gonna flip the script. We're gonna go to places where it's like, oh, this is the fucking worst place in the world. It's like, oh yeah, this is the worst place in the world. Okay, come back, come holla at us in a bit. Okay, you just go do your little thing over there. We gonna do our little thing here in the worst place in the world. Okay, it's like, oh, whoa, what's going on? Where? Oh, that's right. That's right, because talk is cheap. Talk is easy. It's just words. Actions speak louder. That's why we gotta You know, be working on proper things, and the proper thing is you work on your own dreams. You don't have to do some shit you don't like doing. You know? That's the whole point. You're not going to be happy if you don't. You got to focus on what's going to make you happy, and it's the same thing that makes everybody happy. It's love and peace. Like, people don't want war and all this drama shit. Yeah, people like that drama shit on the TV, but when it happens in real life, yeah, they sort of like it too when they're spectating, but as soon as they're in it, it's a different story. A lot of people freeze up, and some people live for that shit, but even then, that's not necessarily a good thing. It's like, bro, you really been, or girl, you really been desensitized out here in these streets, so now you're just on full savage mode, and it's like, yeah, I get it, it's survival, but like, don't be out here trying to rep it like it's cool. It's really not. It's sad. It's sad that that's what you had to resort to in order to make it, but like, at the same time, I'm happy you did, you know? So that's the kind of attitude I have to things, you know. I'm not trying to like wreck people, because I understand like it's like a long line of fucked up bullshit, so like you can't even pin it on anyone at the end of the day if you really go to the bottom of it. Oh, this is the cause, oh, that was the effect, oh, this is the cause, that was the effect, and just keep going, or sorry, reversed it a little bit down the chain. You see like, oh, like you can't even blame anybody. This is just like shit done happens, and like we just learning. It's part of the journey. But yeah, I'm signing off. How long is this even podcast? It don't even got the time for me, because they're like, just get lost in the live. Get lost. But you guys see the time, don't you? Okay, anyway, I'm out. I gotta eat some food. Man's just hungry out here. Hold it down, y'all. Peace and love. Thanks for joining me. And I hope you check out Deanchor at Deanchor.fm/Deanchor. Or, oh, I wrecked myself. Fuck it. Take care, y'all. Peace and love. Woo!